Yo, welcome back. Yeah, I can't really pull that off. Hey, it's your dad here. Today I have for you the best vacation spot for the entire family. I'm talking you, the kids, the grandparents, and even the dogs. It starts with renting a cabin at the Little Valley Mountain Resort. The cabin itself is like many of the cabins you're going to find in the Smokies. It's cabiny, has a pool table, video games, hot tub, basically everything you're looking for a home away from home. We arrived and checked in around 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon. Then my wife and I headed down this steep hill, it really is, that doesn't show up here at all, and got some groceries for the rest of the weekend. Honestly, that's one of the best things about staying in a cabin. You don't have to eat every meal in a restaurant. It saves money and it's healthier. If you follow my channel, you already know that I think of vacations as a great captive audience with my kids. So what an amazing way to spend time with the grandparents as well. And board games are perfect for that. Day 2 started like every day starts, with a sunrise, which I learned on a cloudy day is not a very good time lapse. Just looks like somebody's turning up the brightness on the picture. Then we caused it to rain by taking the dogs for a walk, which is another reason that cabins in the Smokies are amazing. You can sit outside and enjoy the storm without getting wet, which the majority of the family did. For that afternoon's activity, we decided to go to the Alcatraz East Crime Museum. There was not a lot of parking for the amount of visitors that were there that day, so we dropped my parents off and parked in the lot for the island. It was a good thing we dropped my parents off because it was a good 10 to 15 minute walk back to the museum. And apparently I don't feed my daughter enough because she tried to eat my camera. The great news is, it took us so long to get back that my parents had already made it through the line and purchased the tickets to get into the museum. No video was allowed in the museum, but I did take pictures. The museum basically gives you a history of crime and punishment. Each area is very themed, and there are a lot of photo opportunities. You can also purchase a listening device, which gives you more information about each exhibit, which also gives you a book where you answer questions based off the exhibits. Then at the end you solve a riddle and get a prize. But even better, it gives you access to the laser maze at the end of the museum. There are also several free interactive exhibits at the end, like these goggles that show you what it's like to do a sobriety test when you're drunk. Or to see how fast your feet are. And yes, that's my mom beating my wife. The red side was cheating. When we got back to the resort, my son and I went to go for a swim. But they were having some pool issues, so we decided to go play mini golf. There's no need to go to the office to pick up a ball in the club. They're already out there for you. Yes, there are far more amazing mini golf places in Pigeon Forge than this. But I didn't have to pay any extra money to play this one. And my son and I, well, we had fun. That evening we were looking for something just a little more thrilling, so we left the grandparents at home, headed back down the hill to Goats on the Roof Alpine Coaster. These are animatronic dinosaurs, but these are real goats. This alpine coaster reaches speeds of 27 miles per hour, and it feels even faster than that. Rowdy Bear Alpine Coaster is actually the fastest in the Smokies at 35 miles an hour. I'll be trying that one next. This is still a lot of fun, and dusk is the perfect time because you get the lights, but you can still see the scenery. Finish that day off with some hot tub time. Sunday morning, it was time for the dogs to have an adventure. There are 4 trails throughout the resort, all easy to moderate. This one starts along the par 3 golf course. There are 9 holes and 4 greens on this course. There's also some frisbee golf on this course, so you have to reserve this. Though we only saw people out here once, so it should be fairly easy to book. From the parking lot to the waterfall is about a half-mile hike. It's definitely not a strenuous hike, but it is uphill. And the hike is definitely worth it. Not because the waterfall was impressive, but because any hike in Tennessee is beautiful. It's funny how the gray sky kind of makes my hair look gray. Wait, my hair's not that gray, is it? Honestly, the waterfall would be decent if it were either earlier in the year as the snow melts, but then it wouldn't be as green. Or after a few days of heavy rain. Other amenities the resort offers: there's catch and release fishing in this pond, and if you didn't bring your pole, you can just borrow one. We made some lifelong memories at this pond last time we were here. There's a nice basketball court here for some one-on-one, where my family proved why we're not basketball players. Unfortunately, we did not catch my shot with the camera, which is unfortunate because it was a thing of splendor. It was the kind of perfection in form that a coach dreams of for his team. Speaking of sports that I'm amazing at, this tennis court is also painted for pickleball. There's even more mini golf beyond the tennis court, and beyond that is a volleyball/badminton court. There really is a lot to do at this resort without having to spend an extra dime anywhere. You could almost forget that Pigeon Forge is there. But we didn't, and on our last night we went to the Comedy Barn. This show is friendly for the whole family. We did laugh quite a bit. Now there are definitely some jokes that were left over from the 1980s, including one about Brooke Shields' eyebrows. But overall it was worth our time. We did make one mistake and think it was a dinner show, and we're a little disappointed with the offerings that we did have. But since we were expecting dinner, we did get something because we were starving. During the intermission, the stars of the show will come out and interact with the crowd. The kids love this. Obviously, there's a lot to do in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. It's a place for fun for the entire family. But if you have some in your group that can't keep up with a day of continuous sightseeing or being on their feet, or if you're just looking to relax and save some money and spend time with your family, get yourself a cabin at the Little Valley Mountain Resort. I've rented a lot of cabins in the Smokies, and honestly haven't been disappointed with any of them. But there's so much to do at this resort for no extra cost, I would definitely consider this for a vacation. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe or you'll wake up my dad. Shh, just rest.